and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya, and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. As always, there will be timestamps listed down below so you can jump around, and if you like what you see, smash the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and thumbs this video up. I do try to post 7 days a week, sometimes a couple of times a day, and you just never want to miss out on all the fun content, new releases, and everything that is the Fawn family. And all you have to do is make sure you're subscribed and that you have the notification bell turned on and on all, and you'll be golden. YouTube can only play us for so long until everybody gets really frustrated and figures out all these workarounds before they finally stop doing what they are doing. Now, this video shout out goes to Karina Reynicki. I have no idea how to pronounce your name, Karina, your last name, and I am so sorry. I love you so much. You are so near and dear to my heart. You are such an amazing, fun, long-distance friend, all the way to South Africa, guys. It is so awesome, and I just want you to know that even though I totally forgot that you requested a bronzy type of champagne warm toned eye look, even though I forgot about that, I tried to get it done now, so hopefully you had enough time. And I think about you all the time. That request just somehow got buried in all of them, and I'm so sorry for the delay on getting a tutorial up for you, but I hope that this is still not too late. I know that you were like mid-July, so hopefully you can find shadows or whatever you need to do, and that I'm not too late because I feel so bad. So hopefully this is something like what you envisioned. I know you said you like a really warm tone transition area, champagne, you wanted to work in a champagne liquid liner, so I really tried to do like champagne and warm tones. I didn't wing it out today. I didn't know if you wanted to do a wing or not a wing, and you guys see what my makeup looks look like with wings all the time. So what I did was I kind of did the upper eye area for what most people would want for daytime, and then I showed you how to deepen it up with the dark chocolate in this palette if you wanted to just make it deeper for nighttime. For me with weddings, I've always gone full glam right from the beginning because of photographs. I'm not somebody who's like scared to go with a smoky eye to an 11 a.m. wedding. Like, I don't care. If that's what I want to do, that's what I'm gonna do. So, of course, the lip is very bold. The lip color, you don't need to do the lip color. You don't need to do any of it. But I was like, you know what? I so rarely do neutral eyes, and I used to love doing like brown tones and champagne, but because I know a lot of people get so sick and tired of the same warm tone eye look over and over and over again, I always try to play with different colors and just incorporate as much as I can. So I don't usually get to do a really bold lip, and I'm like, oh, I actually did like a more neutral eye. I can go for a bold lip today. So I do have the Pat McGrath Luxe Trance lipstick in Beautiful Creature on my lips. I love this color. It's so beautiful. And for the shine, I did top it with the Charlotte Tilbury Collagen Lip Treatment. I love this stuff so much. So just so you know what's on my lips, because I popped that on after filming. But this eye look is really easy to recreate. You don't need to worry about winging it out. You don't need to go as deep in the outer corner. I do show you, like I said, without deepening it up, how it looks. And I didn't put glitter on because you didn't mention glitter, so I did keep the glitter out for this video, which killed me. I so wanted glitter, but I love that champagne so much. I really do love doing that. I think the champagne, the Space Cowboy in the Urban Decay Razor Sharp Liquid Eyeliner is so beautiful and has like the littlest bit of shimmer in it, but you have to be like up on your eye to see the shimmer and not just like this beautiful champagne metallic strip. And I kept my lashes more natural too. I didn't go with like a crazy pair. So hopefully this helps. I did use the BH Cosmetics Glam Reflection Gilded palette. That way, you know, it gets so messy. I'm trying to clean it so you can see it. So that way anybody who wants to recreate this look for a wedding or whatever it is can do it affordably. I think this palette is $15. And then they often have sales. I think you can get it for as little as $12, but I think it's $15. 15. And so You get a beautiful mirror, and then you have all of these shades. You have a really beautiful selection of mattes and metallics. The champagne shade in this one is not blinding, so I actually use the rose gold because when you swatch it, there is a pink undertone, but as you can see, like that's what's on my lid. It doesn't really come across rose. It just looks like champagne and bronzy, and it's really beautiful. So you can use just the champagne shade, of course, but I really love that rose gold, and it doesn't translate like rose gold. So I thought that what I came up with is kind of the color scheme that you were hoping for. I know you said that you have a lot of MAC eyeshadows. I touched on that during the unboxing, but I'm not a huge MAC eyeshadow girl. I love so many MAC products, like their highlights, their blushes, their roller wheel, their lipsticks, their lip glosses, their lip conditioner, like their painterly pot is what I've always, not always, but what I've used for like a year and a half, I want to say, for my eye primer. The MAC Pro Longwear Concealer is one of my favorites for, you know, carving out the crease. So I love MAC, but I'm not a huge fan of their eyeshadows. I have some that I love, but their shadow formula to me is so hit and miss. It's either really good or it really sucks. So I don't buy too many MAC palettes. I like to pick up the Patrick Star ones. I find that whatever shades he curates typically are really great shades. So I've never had an issue with Patrick Star's shades, but just MAC eyeshadow palettes in general I have not loved, so I don't have them. And then I was thinking maybe ABH Soft Glam, but then I thought that one probably has like a million bridal tutorials, and I know this isn't a bridal look, you're just going to your sister's wedding. So I thought you can always look up the ABH Soft Glam for soft looks, and this one gives everybody an affordable option, and like I said, the color story just kind of seemed to be what you were hoping for. So this palette is really beautiful. It blends out so easily. It does take some time to build up the colors. So, you know, if you want to have like that creamsicle shade, for instance, is what I went in with first. You can have a very light wash of color of it, you know, just by dabbing in and blending it, or it does build up really well. And it builds up vibrant and not patchy. It's super smooth. It doesn't look like you're like piling powder and powder and powder and powder. Like no matter how much you put on, it just somehow blends into the skin and it's super even. For me, I would rather have something that builds up a little bit quicker than how these build up, but I think for an overall palette for, you know, everyone, because obviously they're not gearing this to like, you know, just one type of makeup level, I think that it is great because if you are more comfortable with color and makeup, you can build it up and build it up, but if you are scared to go in with too much pigment and too much color, it does have a slow build. For me, I like to just go in with my colors. I'm comfortable with it, so to have to build it up is a pain in the butt for me, but it is a great palette, especially if you are a newer makeup artist, you're newer at doing makeup, you're not comfortable with intense colors and the vibrancy, and you do like to build up slowly. You will love this, and like I said, even if you don't like to build up slowly, it's still really great because you can get it to where you want it to get. So the mattes I worked with, one, two, three, four, 5 of the mattes and 1 of the metallics. So 6 out of 15 shades performed really, really well. The dark chocolate was a little bit difficult to blend, so that one I would recommend going in a little bit at a time. This is the only one that was like boom pigment, but for some reason it didn't like blend as easily as the other shades. I could blend it. I have it tightly to my lower lash line. It just, I was really blending and I didn't quite get it to where I wanted to get it, but I got it close enough. The metallic that I used was super smooth, blinding, opaque, and it was beautiful. So overall, this is definitely a beautiful palette, especially for the price point, the color story. I reviewed one of their other Glam Reflection palettes. I do have all 4, but I haven't had a chance to use all 4, and the other one was really beautiful too. So it is a great palette. I mean, it's great for every day. You can smoke it out, you can make it more intense. It's just very user friendly. So if you guys want to see swatches of this baby, see how to get this eye look, see it all in action, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I do have quite a few brand new palettes. The new Violet Voss one is on its way, the new Melt one is on its way. Luby has some words to say. I have the new Milani sitting here, the new Lemonade palette from Dominique Cosmetics, Nabla's newest eyeshadow palette. I have a lot of palettes to get through to review for you guys, but I told Luby Lou. I have no idea what's going on. It is dead silent outside that window. But I did forget, in the chaos of everything that's been going on over the last couple of months, about a tutorial that was requested for attending a wedding. And she was hoping for champagne and like champagne tones and warm tones for transition shades. So I thought I'll review the BH Cosmetics Glam Reflection Gilded eyeshadow palette. I haven't used this one yet, and it looks, this one I peeked to see if it would be a good color story, and this one, that's what it looks like, in case you guys didn't see. Fingerprints galore. I love and hate this packaging so much, and so many companies do this now, and it only looks pretty when it's not being touched. So that's what she looks like. But this does have a lot of really beautiful warm tones, champagnes, and this just looks like a really beautiful, you know, I swore I silenced my phone, and apparently I did not. So there we go. This one looks like it would be beautiful for a wedding, you know, bridal, bridesmaid, attending, anything. It just looks like a really beautiful color story. So I'm gonna swatch out this palette so you can see what each tone looks like. I know that you said you have mainly MAC eyeshadows, but I'm actually not a huge MAC eyeshadow girl. I love so many MAC products, like their blushes, their highlighters are some of my all-time favorite. But when it comes to their eyeshadows, I've had like some that I love and some where I was like, MAC made this. So I can't do a tutorial with MAC because I just don't have enough shadows for really a complete look, and certainly I don't have anything champagne or in that realm either. I primarily have like Patrick Star MAC eyeshadows, and that's kind of it. So hopefully some of these shades will be similar to what you have. I was debating on using the ABH, oh my gosh, I'm blanking what it's called, their newest one. But I figured there's so many bridal looks that, you know, you could kind of look for bridal looks with that one, and I'll do this one. So she's very pretty. You get 15 shades, a mixture of foils and metallics, and I'm going to read you what the packaging says. I think my dogs are trying to get into some of my PR packages, and I'm wondering if there's candy in any of them because they're like desperately trying to get into a box over there, and I have a few packages to film for you guys, and I've seen other people get candy in PR, so I'm wondering if there's food or something because I've never seen them try to go out of package so hard before. Alright, so the 15 color shadow palette. Embrace the elegance of our Glam Reflection 15 color shadow palette in Gilded. This sophisticated collection of dazzling matte and shimmer hues is perfect for creating divine looks or delicate accents. With glimmering gold, bronze, and copper, and earthy neutrals like sepia, apricot, and vermilion, you can achieve a precious metal effect and design your most lustrous looks. Reveal your glam reflection and show off every facet of your own unique brilliance. And BH Cosmetics is, of course, a cruelty-free company, and they're more of an affordable one too. You can find them in Ulta if you guys didn't know, and you can buy from BH directly as well, and they are really like top-notch quality. I do have an affiliate link. Unfortunately, I don't have a discount code. They didn't give me one because they're always having their own discount codes happening on their website, and they're always including free gifts with purchases and everything like that. But if you guys do make a purchase from BH, I would really appreciate you clicking the link down below in the description box and then just shopping from that link. All right, I'm going to swatch this baby. Hopefully is what I'm hoping it is, and I will be right back. Alright, as usual, I swatched row by row by row, and these shades are really beautiful. The metallics pack such a punch, but the mattes are also really pretty. Look at how gorgeous. Like, this gold is so gold. This rose gold is so stunning. This is actually a bit of a lime green metallic, like soft lime green metallic. It's so unique. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's very soft, and it's got this like champagne but minty green. I don't even know. It is so cool. If I wasn't actually doing a tutorial for the wedding, I would use this shade because it is so unique. But I think I'll go with the rose gold. Possibly pop the champagne as a halo, but I feel like the rose gold is more blinding than the champagne. So maybe I'll do it the other way and do that as a halo and this over the eye. I'll have to see what the transitions end up looking like and then make a decision from there. But these are so rich and just beautiful. And that last shade in the palette has a little bit more of a sparkle finish to it as well. So the first row are these five. This one is my skin tone. That's the very first shade, and it really blended into my skin. So the first row is up to the coral. The second row is the rose gold through this really dark chocolate, almost black. We'll use that on the lower lash line. And then this is the third row. So I'm going to go prep and prime my eyes, and I will be right back. Alright, I don't think I'm going to actually use that champagne shade because it really isn't blinding enough. So I think I am going to focus it. That way I can do the rose gold for the eyelid, because I know you want to incorporate a champagne liquid liner. So I'll put that in my crease to show you what this look will look like doing rose gold and champagne and warm transition shades. So hopefully that gives you an idea. And I might skip on winging it today because I do all my looks with wings, majority of it with wings. So today I might just blow it out more. That way you have a different variety for that too. But the look may end up calling for a wing. Sometimes you need the wing to like really bring everything together. So I'm gonna skip on the tape, aim to blow it out, and then add on a wing if I need to add on a wing. So starting with my Carity E31, I'm gonna go into the peachy, it's kind of like a peachy orange, and put that as my first transition. Somehow my brush just pulled out my liner from my tight line. That was weird. But it's still doing it. This color is building up really beautifully, and there's no fallout either, which is really nice. I realized why all of a sudden I'm having issues. Today I'm testing out the MAC lip conditioner in my waterline because I was given that tip from, oh my gosh, an attendee at the Behind the Brush event, and I picked it up to see if that does stop my eyes from watering, and so far it has. My eyes haven't been running today before makeup application anyway, so, but I do need to be more aware of my tight line with the conditioner on the lower lash line. So that's what happened. So now I'm going to take this Tarte crease brush. It's just a fluffy brush. It was part of a set. There's no number or anything. And I'm going to go into this transition shade and start applying this baby. Now taking this Luxie 231, it's a small tapered blending brush. I'm gonna go back into our orangey shade and re-intensify that first transition. Now taking my W35 brush. I was thinking I had this one, the T37. This one though, the W, what did I just say, 35. I'm going to actually mix this coral color and then this this brown shade together. I cannot talk today. So I'm going to dip into the coral, dip into the brown, dip into the coral, and then tap it off. And then flip this upside down. Now taking my Marc Jacobs the crease brush, I'm solely going to go into that darker brown, not the darkest brown, and put that directly in the crease. Alright, I'm going to just do a cut crease to clean up the lid, but I'm not going to do like a really fancy one or anything like that. So taking my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, I'm going to put a pump on the back of my hand. I actually think I'm going to do more of a half cut crease. I don't think I'm going to do the whole lid. Dipping the product on both ends of the brush and then working from the base upward. I did decide to just clean up the whole lid, and then I'm going to re-intensify the depth on the outer corner, but at least this way the eye shape is just really carved out. You can go halfway, you don't need to carve it out, but I just felt like going the whole lid. So now I'm going to take my MAC 242 and I'm going to go into the rose gold. And instead of Melaniaing her up for the next few tutorials, I will be just using Fix Plus because I'm at the base of my Fix Plus, and this is the point when it really starts spitting at your face, and I don't want to just waste that spray, so don't worry, I'm not giving up my Milani. She's right here, and we're going to continue Melaniaing her up. I just don't want to waste the product. So blinding and beautiful. All right, now taking the Esom T37, I'm going to go into this chocolate color and smoke out the corners, outer corners. And that created a really nice bronze color over the metallic. Now I'm going to take my Urban Decay Razor Sharp Longwear Liquid Eyeliner in Space Cowboy. It's a really nice champagne. I am really shaky today. I had a horrible migraine yesterday and I kind of have like the leftover side effects of it today. So I am a little bit concerned to put this in my crease since I do have the shakes, but we're gonna do it. Alright, so I finished up my face and I tested out a few items, so I'm going to go over all of that with you guys, and as usual, everything else I used will be listed in the description bar down below. So today I tested out the Elcie Micro Silk Foundation. It is really beautiful. The shade selection is not great. I picked up the shade Cameo and it was a little bit too yellow golden for me, but I did blend it and make it work, and so far this is really beautiful. I did a mini video on this, as well as the 3 new Elcie The Skin Reflector highlighters. I'm currently wearing the shade Rosy Blaze, and it is really beautiful. It is very versatile because you can put it on and just have it be really glowy, but more of a natural, like you just look beautiful and radiant and glowy. Or you can build it up the way I did with a spotlight to just intensify it a little bit more. And I think that this is such a beautiful, natural, everyday highlight because of that versatility, and it really is a highlight for everyone. The golden one is for medium and deeper skin tones for sure. It's a little bit more on the bronzy side than the golden side, but the pearl and the rosy are really great for fair skin tone, probably up to medium, but not beyond medium. But I just love how naturally beautiful it is. It's beautiful. So I have that for a combination on. Today I did set my under eyes with my Too Faced Born This Way powder. I meant to use it in my Born This Way video, but I just grabbed my hourglass and had a blonde moment because I have those. So I did put that one back on today, and I really do like the Born This Way powder as well. And then I was trying to find my ABH blush trio that has the peachy tones in it, and in this disaster, I cannot find it. So I grabbed my Marc Jacobs Air Blush in the shade 502, Lines and Last Night, but it is a really nice coral shade. It is a very pigmented blush, so you do want to go in light-handedly or have, you know, a duo fiber brush that you can kind of buff it out with afterwards if you do use a heavy hand. But this is a really beautiful blush. And was that it? Maybe that was actually it. I think that was, oh, I'm wearing lashes, the Colored Rain in She's Fancy. I thought I'd put on a less dramatic style because of the type of look we're going for. And if you guys can tell, I did not wing it out. I hope you're proud of me. I stuck to it. I did not wing. I didn't even add glitter. I just stuck with that one Urban Decay that we put in the crease. So now I can zoom you guys in and we can finish up this lower lash line. Alright, I'm really going to smoke out the lower lash line to connect it over here. You don't need to go smoky, you can keep it more subtle. So I'm going to take my Luxie 207 medium angled shading brush, and I'm going to go into the first corally shade and smoke that beneath the lower lash line. I now have Romeo on my lap, so it's a little bit difficult to go over him if I look like I'm being weird with my body movements. I'm working around my boy. Now taking my MAC 212, I'm going to go into this dark chocolate shade and get that nice and tight to the lower lash line. Alright, I think my camera went out of focus. I'm not sure. I did drag it out a little bit just to deepen everything up. I think it's missing that. Or you could just add it in for the evening part of a wedding event too and have it lighter for the day and smokier for the evening just by, you know, bringing out the dark chocolate. So I'm going to take this Luxie 235 blending brush and just blend. Now sticking with the same brush, I'm just going to dab into the coral shade and add a little bit extra over here. Now taking my Luxie 111, I'm going to go back into that coral shade and blend out the lower lash line. It's not the easiest dark chocolate brown color to blend out. Now taking my Wayne Goss number 20 brush, I'm going to dip into that baby and smoke that beneath the lower lash line. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this eye look, especially Karina, and that this is something along the lines of what you were looking for, or at least gave you some inspiration. So that does it for this video. Please thumbs it up if you liked it. Please share it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.